Hello, my dear Libra. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. This is my channel, Terror of the Twin Sun. My name is Ron, and I would like to welcome you to the mid-month of December 2019. The last hurrah before the 2020 reigns over. Um, I do know that Libras will be activating through their solar fourth house essentially a great deal of energy and a great sense of family and community, as well as opportunities to relish in these in some way, shape, or form. Home is going to be a very important thing for you this mid month. But today, we shall be covering the Great Mirror. That is the mirror that exists between you and a potential other. Could be anyone, a friend, a lover, um, an old comrade, maybe even your pet. But this mirror will show essentially the relationship with you and the significant other and how things might potentially be panning out between you and this person, place, or thing. So I'm going to be working with Royal Fez Moroccan Tarot deck for this spread, and also will be clarifying using the Jogo de Cartas Cigana deck, the Lisbon deck of Portuguese deck, very good deck. So I'll go ahead and start shuffling now, clear the energy of the deck, and we'll get started. Once again, this is a love situationship reading, the Great Mirror, between you and someone else. It's a very reflective mirror, so the energies can work both ways. Please take what you will, leave the rest. The Great Mirror is opening. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Libra, mid-month of December, the way you are perceived and the way you are perceiving is through the lens of the Fool. Here. Major Arcana, the Fool. The first card of the Major Arcana, and it is definitely one of the strongest. Aries energy here, the ability to move forth on the secret of the Arcana cycle, and to boldly go where no man has gone before, so to speak. This is a card about enterprise, about starting something new. The Fool has taken a leap of faith, but almost blind faith or dumb faith, or kind of the ability to go heartily into something and not really think about it. This is your energy now. It seems that you're moving somewhere, but because the Fool is in reverse, it seems like there's hesitation, possibly, but then there still is moving forward. A lot of people say that there is no leap of faith here. It's the exact opposite of actually going on the path. I think it's like you're forced into it without your own volition. So there's a new cycle here that's beginning, and it's moving towards this person, whoever this person is. On their side, on a conscious level, the way they are perceived and the way they project themselves out is very positive. You're dealing with someone who is driven and is sort of on a path for balancing out certain energies that have to do with the universal forces of dark and light, and the ability to balance these with the riddle of the Sphinx, essentially any mysterious natures, to see through the duality, kind of like, yeah, to see through the duality, kind of like the Justice card, the ability to balance certain things out. But then there's a lot more of, it's also a cardinal sign. This is Cancer. And the Justice card I mentioned is the rulership of Libra, which is also a cardinal sign, but an air sign. Here, the emotions are the propelling force. There's a great force of feeling and drive and momentum with this person. Could be dealing also with the Cancer. Or you might have some sort of Aries placement within your chart. It doesn't have to be so, but it seems like you're essentially going on the path of the Fool towards this person, and they are moving forward regardless. Whether that's with you, I think there might be a chance. If they do move forward towards you, it will be an interesting sort of display, a light show of both dark and light, and the ability to walk through these justly. There is also a strong indication of some sort of penetration here with this. It's a very small symbol, but there's something very penetrative about this act. If you can see that little red sort of contraption there, it's very suggestive in a way. And also there is a winged disc, an Egyptian symbol of the original sort of gods. There certainly is some sort of divine aspect towards this person. They are on a spiritual quest that is propelling them forth in a certain way. Like I said, you could be dealing with someone who has a lot of Cancer in their chart. The potential is there, okay? The potential is there on both sides, and it seems like you are either aware of your path, but it's causing some sort of great trepidation or some sort of hesitation when it comes to movement. But I think you're moving towards this person. It's very strange, and between you two, I think you have both manifested consciously something in the mirror. This is how they see you. They see you as having left some sort of emotional investment from the past, and with the moon cycles, especially with the waxing moon that's occurring now and the full moon cycle that's occurring now, there's been time of distance between you two, and perhaps a need to execute some sort of revisitation. I think usually this is the card of departure, and it's on the upright, but from what I hear from other readers and my own interpretation, I agree that this usually indicates a small sort of departure, but always a return, or perhaps there's always sort of the lingering aspect of this with the Eight of Cups, that there is some sort of deep need to find some sort of truth, but then always to return back to emotional investments. Here, you have the energy of both the Fool and the Eight of Cups moving into the Cancer energy through this person. This person is a great catalyzer for you. They propel you in a certain way. They inspire you in a certain way, and they offer you a driving force in your life. Okay, so this strikes me as a very important person who has the potential capacity to balance out emotional extremes for both of you so that you can propel forward. They have been mastering their emotions for some time, and you had to depart, or perhaps they had to depart with the Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is reflexive. So this person could be walking back to themselves and leaving the commitment of the Eight of Cups that exists between you two. You guys have already committed so much in the last 2 or 3 moon cycles, the last 2 or 3 months essentially. You've committed so much energy into this connection already that it would be a shame to sort of leave it. And the way it's moving, it's like they're moving towards themselves. Like they're definitely self-invested. This person who's representing through the Chariot, they're very self-invested. They're very proud of who they are, as you are. But I think you're willing to make the chance, and almost you're hesitant in making the choice to move towards this person. Okay. Also, this signifies something from the past, a great emotional commitment that you have, a tie with somebody else from the past that you're leaving aside, or perhaps a previous commitment that no longer serves you, and you're sort of making your way away from that commitment and into this new, sort of situation with the charioteer. Okay. This talks to me about a lot of Mercury energy as well as Mars energy. There's some sort of communication and drive between you two on a conscious level. I'm going to pause right here. So, subconsciously, between you two, there's the Two of Swords energy, okay? Two of Swords energy, and once again, the moon shows up here. There's a great need for you to figure out what is causing so much fear. There's a lot of fear here, fear mostly of emotional investments and the unknown that is that it's kind of like a fear of drowning here. There is the Two of Swords energy was usually discernment and also extreme actions of cutting, essentially cutting out anything that you don't need, right? This is a very reflexive energy. This is the mirror between you two on a subconscious level, which is the Two of Swords here. So you guys are both reflecting this Two of Swords energy, which is the card of Libra, which is your card. It seems to me that you have taken a stance of pure discernment, and you're standing in your power in doing so, but this person is trying to mirror that in some way, and they want to be like you in some sort of way, which is very interesting. But subconsciously, it seems to me that you are not concerned for some reason with finding emotional success with things outside of yourself. It's as if you have adopted some sort of new way of just being with the Four of Cups, sitting by the tree and meditating and figuring out what in all makes you feel content. It seems to me that the offer of love is not coming from this person, it's coming from somewhere else. Some sort of like the universe here is giving you this cup, and it's very clear that you are not interested because you are concerned with something, and it could be a third party situation here with Three Cups indicated on the bottom. Also, like I said, external sort of forces or external people and their cups is something of your concern, but then not even. Like there's something very detached about your energy in December, and it seems to me that you're willing to almost run away. There's like an escapist element, or not even, like you are just you are lost in a reverie, or perhaps you are dreamy, or perhaps you are between worlds. Okay, this is a possibility, meaning that you could be floating through rifts or floating through portals of existence or through different gateways to find some sort of new truth. Very interesting, but there certainly is a grounding aspect to all of this. There's some sort of like a need to be grounded, a need to stay put, so that you can figure out what is going on. This person, in a way, with the Chariot energy, is like I said again, a source of inspiration, at least in the love department. But they also represent, on a subconscious level, what they are manifesting is a type of resurrection. Okay. There's something from their childhood that they need to exact some sort of healing with, and this is the first time I had this interpretation, because we have here the cross, the sort of the cross on the flag, and that usually is like, it's a red cross. So there's some sort of healing aspect to this in a family situation. We have the three people here: situation, family. Could be that they're trying to resurrect something. They want to resurrect something. It could be that the situation that you have with them is potentially a third party, because you guys are mirroring each other here on a subconscious level. It's like you want to, not accept either new cups of love or have this Three of Cups energy surrounding you. It's like it all doesn't matter to you. You seem to be fulfilled within yourself. And then here, it's like there are these three people, and then there's a chance for a resurrection or some sort of reconciliation. It seems to me that you are not concerned with reconciliation with this person, but somehow your path is almost like destined to them. and they are destined to themselves, and they are dealing with some sort of destiny that has them healing some sort of deep inner thing that has to do with family. It has to do with family. They are very much concerned with family this month, okay? Um, yeah, and they want to move forward with that, especially with Cancer being there. It's as if there's a mother figure or a father figure that has been a driving force in their life. But this figure has always been in a like a state of potentiality as opposed to just pure moving forward. Um, mm, yeah, it seems like there's something missing here. On a soul level, I'm gonna pause right here. Yeah, Libra. So on a soul level, the great mirror is showing me between you and this person. You, as someone who is very proud of the connection you have with this person, almost to a fault, there is a sense of victory, perhaps a hidden victory, but it hasn't been realized yet. Also, there is a sense of ego that needs to be surrendered in order for this soul connection to be truly realized in a certain way. Okay? So there's something here that has to do with pretension or perhaps some sort of pretense, and you seem to be moving away, and perhaps you're looking to start some sort of new, like a new connection somewhere else with someone else who would recognize your exploits, recognize your value in a certain way. I'm not sure if you were valued in the past by this person. Excuse me. And there's also the possibility that this person is very much affected by a father figure, or they perhaps see in you a type of father figure who is moving away on a soul level. In a past life, you guys may have been in some sort of like oh well, I would say it's kind of like something karmic, maybe a father and a son situationship or something like this, where or like a king and a warrior in battle, and like someone owed something and then someone deserted, and then because of this there needs to be some sort of recognition of this karma between you two. On the soul level, there's also the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, so there's sort of like a need for a third party situation to be not there. With third party elements, it's very difficult to have like to produce something in the realm of love, especially if you're monogamous. There's something very free spirited about this connection you have with them, in that you both relish your own sense of power, your own sense of truth. This person has a lot of wisdom, or perhaps they're very cold when it comes to the soul tie. Okay, so this might, like, they're almost detached to the soul tie if it does exist, and it's strange because you're moving away from it. And it doesn't seem like there's going to be like teamwork on the soul level. This may be not a karmic thing. It's more like something where there's just like a misunderstanding, but you guys equally inspire each other, or perhaps the timing isn't right, or perhaps there's too much defenses going on with the Two of Swords energy there. But it seems like there's definitely like an emotional investment that is being walked away from. There's some sort of ghosting happening with the Eight of Cups between you two, and it's very hard to reconcile this. If this ghosting is happening, there still is an inkling for you to move towards this person, and for them to move towards themselves, so that they can find themselves and find the potential force inside of them that's been held back for a while to move forward. But they're healing from something of the past. They may be trying to bring back an old lover, if this is an actual third party, and you are just generally disinterested with it all. They're holding back from you because of some sort of resurrection aspect. I think it has to do with something from the past, so that they can move forward with that. I think their emotions are held towards a father figure, and I'm not sure if they see you as a father figure. They see you as a warrior in a way, kind of like an accelerated knight, who offers a great deal of promise, They secretly desire you on a soul level because you are like a victor of their heart, but they won't tell you this because they'll be very cold and calculating and logical about it. They would want to rationalize it all as opposed um, to actually feel passion or groundedness or emotions in a way. There's some sort of repression here. There's potential, but there's certainly is repression, and I think because it's of outer outlying influences. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clarify a few things, but for now, give me a second. So I need to know why the Fool is in reverse here for Libra, in terms of their conscious aspect, the way they reflect in the mirror. Why is the Fool in reverse? I need to know why. Right. The Fool is in reverse because there is a missing key that is holding you to a type of vision. It's a celestial vision with Avita. You have a potential to see a gateway to walk through that gateway and to move into power in a certain way and also be mysterious about it. There's like an inherent omniscient quality to your vision in the month of December that is holding you into a certain place because of a missing aspect. There may be a door to this, but you don't have the. I mean, there may be a gateway, but then there's a door in front of the gateway, and there is no sort of key to it. But I think you still can see through the keyhole, and you see this glimpse of some sort of new potentiality with this person. But because you don't have the key to their heart, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. There's some sort of hold back here, and I don't think they appreciate well the emotions you may have invested upon them. Um, that's what I'm seeing with the Eight of Cups. It's like there had to be some sort of detachment here so that somebody can find themselves or to find some sort of potential thing about some sort of higher truth or some sort of higher calling within themselves. And they just totally ignored you or something. I don't know. You probably both ghosted each other, or you're playing this small game that is going to take about a month to complete with the moon cycle and the Eight of Cups, okay? I need to know why in the mirror, on a soul level, you have the Six of Rods in reverse. I need to know why. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. On a soul level, this person sees that you're not communicating about commitment anymore. So the feelings, you're letting go of also a possessive quality that you may have had over this person for a while. You definitely have a lot of love for them, and it's very obvious. The roads of love are open, and you're fusing the two into one. And you have this person on your mind, but it seems like a new beginning is being offered somewhere else. That's why you're moving forward, but in a different direction with something new. And I really want to open a portal for that, but I'm going to save that until the next reading. But it seems like you had this sort of quality that might have been smothering them in a certain way with the bear in reverse. Um, and then this caused you to essentially stop communicating with them and then sort of ghosting them or not giving any more to the connection. What this is leading to is either a lack of a beginning or a secret beginning somewhere else with either a new lover or perhaps someone who reminds you of this lover in a different way, but maybe an upgrade, which sounds really terrible, but it could be true. Don't really know, but you can let me know in the comments. I need to know why there's the Three of... okay, that's very clear. The Three of Pentacles is here in the reverse, and it's very important to know why there's no teamwork on a soul level between you and this person. On the unconscious level, it's because there needs to be a transformation a transformation that required someone to go into hermititude. But then once they came back, they found that there was nothing to offer. They had nothing to offer, and they found that their boundaries were being crossed, or they couldn't set proper boundaries. Therefore, they saw you embarking on this fool journey, but then they didn't know that you were being hesitant towards a version of them that they didn't know they could be. Okay, so they have a false. That's not a false. They have a misperception of what you think you're doing. Okay. Yeah, and then they also think that they haven't matured enough yet, or perhaps that you are moving into a type of new journey that is on the path of the Pentacles, and you're on your way to empowerment without them. Okay, but there needed to be a change, and it took too long. Therefore, there weren't any resources to offer a new journey towards commitment. Okay, very clear reading there. Holy hell. So that's why the Three of Pentacles is there, because like there needs to be a transformation towards more stability, essentially. But it's not happening because someone hasn't matured. Um, and I think it's both of you. You both haven't matured, essentially. You're not stable enough to actually hold together the soul bond between you two, which is very strange. But that's how it's reading. Um, yeah, and otherwise, there needs nothing else of clarification. Maybe the judgment on their side. I need to know why judgment is there on their side. What is the nature of this judgment? Okay, very clear. Okay, there's a mother figure here. This person is a mother figure in this equation. Something about this mother figure and the father figure. What they're trying to become is someone who is stable, but because of a father figure who didn't give them enough, they're essentially kind of looking for that father figure. And I don't know if they want to see it in you, but they really need to see that father figure in themselves and to embody that in a certain way. It's very strange. Yeah, there's something they need to find grounding. This person is not grounded in a certain way, and if the judgment's here because they want to bring someone from the ground up. You get it? It's like they're in the ground and then they pop up when the trumpet calls. Okay, so it's all about finding grounding through some sort of past iteration and then bringing that into this third dimension. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pause right here and then read you some oracle messages for this. So, once again, Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. That is quite the reading in terms of a recap. So basically, they see you're being shown in the mirror as someone who is moving towards some sort of new beginning. You may have some hesitancy about this because you're still missing the key, and that's holding you back or keeping you in a loop when it comes to a vision of your design that is granted to you by the universe. Some visionary quest you're on. It's a secret one, and they may see this in you. At the same time, they have a lot of potential with the Chariot card. They're trying to balance dualities inside of themselves to find potential energies to help them push forward. Both of you are both inspiring each other as reflections of each other in their own right, you know? But I think you have a bit of more hesitancy because of some sort of rejection aspect or something like that, some sort of built-in need to become detached in the situation because they may have been too self-absorbed or something like that. Okay? Subconsciously, I think you are detached when it comes to you appear as detached, or you're on the path of the Bodhisattva when it comes to manifestation. Between you two, you guys are both manifesting the Two of Swords energy, so like very hostile, unnecessary, communication, or like very much stonewalling in a certain way, or cutting out in a certain way. So there's a very defensive stance between you two, and that's what you've been manifesting. You both don't want to get hurt or sort of lose time and energy in an investment of the Eight of Cups energy. Okay, so that you guys don't want to waste time, and it might take a month for you guys to be on the right page again, but it seems like you're not. But you guys still you guys still sort of like reflect a source of inspiration for each other, which is good. Subconsciously, they were trying to resurrect something from the past because of some sort of father figure that wasn't, good, and like caused confusion. Okay, they could be trying to resurrect you, but I don't think you're interested right now, and you're defensive, and both of you are defensive. At the same time, on the unconscious level, between you two, you have the Three of Pentacles, and it's in reverse, so it's like it's very difficult to have teamwork. It's because there was supposed to be a change happening, but then there was immaturity instead of change or maturity, okay? On a soul level, this person is processing and being very cold with the King of Swords energy. The connection between you two on a soul level, it's very difficult for them to logically think about it and then logically analyze it or anything like that. It's very difficult, okay? You have the Six of Rods in reverse, and you're moving away from them and maybe trying to invest in something new to see your value and to live your value. This person doesn't value as much as you would have hoped. That's, I think, the truth. And therefore, you've held back communications about a new beginning. You're looking to find love somewhere else where you don't have to feel like you're smothering them in a certain way whenever you contact them. So communications have dwindled down between you and this person in the month of December, and it's been very difficult. But don't worry, you're on the path of something truly visionary, okay? And this person is very self-absorbed. Let them do their thing. So as far as the Russian fairy oracle, Ivan Bilibin, 1885, let's see what is some word of advice. How about how this person sees the mirror? I want to see that. How does this person see a great mirror? How do they perceive Libra? How does this person perceive Libra? Okay, that is clear. I'll take that. Okay. So firstly, they see a sense of missing a home aspect. They almost project a sense of home onto you, but I don't know if this projection is fair. I don't know if it's fair, because there is a secret here that is not being. It's like a secret home or a secret foundation that they see in you that is causing some sort of fear or like anxiety, or like there might have been anxiety when they were being raised in their home, and they see that in you, and then they've had to rationalize this aspect about what they have been projecting onto you within themselves, and this is like a very unfair act of cowardice in a way. I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, this person is waiting for judgment too, and the timing isn't right yet. We have the Stargazer in reverse. So like this is the lack of vision, the lack of not being able to see clearly the night sky and the influences of the moon or any sort of celestial object is missing, and there has to be some sort of proper timing with the trumpet's call, but it's been missing. All of these cards came up in reverse, as well as home, and it's in reverse. So like there is potentially like some sort of true visionary calling or connection, emotional connection with you and this person. But right now, it's just like the timing isn't right, and you guys just aren't paying attention to the signs of the universe. It works both ways in the mirror. But that's how they see you as someone profound, though. Someone on a quest for vision and the ability to call in things and manifest things accordingly, and also to start great emotional connections that have to do with family healing, okay? That they see you as a healer in a way. So maybe it's wise for you to pull back just for a little bit so that they can understand what they're missing out on, which is essentially a great lover like you. that I think is that, I think that's very clear. Bottom of the deck we have, yes, the main male, and the main male is looking at something. They're looking at this aspect of peace and joy that is missing. Okay? Alright. Take what you will. Once again, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I really do appreciate December's Libra watchers. I hit a lot of watchers and had a lot of likes on that video. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And please have a lovely December. Happy holidays. And I'll see you in January. Ciao.